Hello and welcome, Margaret Ann here, romancing the stone, self-love, platonic love, and romantic love. So happy that you're joining me tonight. We're just going to dive right in to the various gemstones and how to work with various gemstones to increase more love, to bring more love into your life. So here we have Chrysopraze, which comes in various depths of green, shades of green. Sometimes it's even like a um, sea foam green, like the ocean. This particular gemstone is one of my favorites for nurturing, self-love and self-nurturing, taking the time to care for oneself. So this first part, I want us to be aware, I want myself and you to be aware about what we think about, what thoughts are we having, our self-talk. So, do we think good thoughts about ourselves? Do you think good thoughts about yourself? So, any time that you become conscious of maybe having a demeaning or something less than loving thought about oneself, just bring your attention to your heart, the center of your chest, and take a nice deep breath in and refocus and realign with love, because you are love. That's the truth of the matter, that you are love. And that's why I love that affirmation. I am love. All that is attracted to me and all that surrounds me is love. So if you're watching and participating in this experience now with me, because you also want to bring more love into your life with, let's say, a significant other, well, or even friendships, platonic friendships as well as romantic friendships, first is to cultivate the relationship with yourself, having more um, like romancing yourself, treating yourself the way you would want to be treated in a relationship. So if there's any kind of work that you still need to do on yourself, one of the things that I recommend that's very powerful, and there's so many, I'm sure, um, is to journal. I would say that that really helped me many years ago to clear out attracting relationships that were not for my highest good, and to refocus and realign and recalibrate my consciousness so that I was attracting relationships, so that I do attract friendships and relationships that are supportive and loving, and myself being the same for that other person too, that I'm supportive and loving to them and loyal. So sometimes we need to work on our emotional body, and which has to bring more balance to heal past hurts, and also the mental body, what thoughts we keep thinking about ourselves. So chrysoprase is a good stone to hold on to keep nearby, to wear, to help you with that intention. So to cultivate. So I do like to sometimes look up in the dictionary. Let's get a definition. What does it mean to cultivate a love and friendship? To love and friendship. To cultivate means to promote, to improve the growth by labor and attention. So it takes work. It takes work, and you have to pay attention in order for something to be cultivated and to grow. Much like taking care of a plant. I'm thinking of my garden at the moment, and that we pay attention to the plant. We take care, but maybe some labor of pulling the weeds, things that are not for our highest good, right? That's an analogy. And the attention is, by trimming and looking at, and even heart to heart and mind to mind communication with the plant. Well, we need to do that for ourselves and with our friends and our coworkers and our significant others, is we put attention and work into the relationship. And to devote oneself to something is to cultivate. You're devoted to it. And this is the definition, to cultivate, and to develop or improve by education or training. So maybe that means getting a book on how to work on having healthy relationships, or putting your awareness on more meditation work in that regard, or take a class, which you're doing right now, to cultivate love. So rose quartz is a gemstone that I love to work with all the time, just because it is so pretty, it's so pink, and pink is one of my absolute favorite colors. And so what is rose quartz about? It is a heart chakra stone. In fact, all the stones that, well, almost all of the heart stones that we're talking tonight are heart chakra stones. The center of the consciousness, center of our chest, our true self is where love, that's our true beingness. So, love, compassion, kindness, acceptance, empathy, tolerance, those are the key words that I associate with rose quartz, but also with the heart chakra, with love. And that encompasses not only toward other people, but for yourself. It's for yourself first. So rose quartz comes in many forms. You can wear it. You can get yourself a beautiful big bowl of rose quartz. You could get a rose quartz flame, uh, angels in rose quartz. So many choices. And of course, we have them all on my store's website, thecrystalgarden.com. So now this is excerpted from my book, The Essential Guide to Crystals, Minerals, and Stones. And this is a picture of my front door. Now, it doesn't look like that right now, but at one point when I was writing that book and taking the photography, taking the photos for the book, I had at that time that rose quartz chunk on that table, which now that rose quartz chunk is right outside the door of my house, and selenite wand, that big selenite behind it, and the amethyst. Unfortunately, that amethyst now is in four pieces, but it's still beautiful. But the point here is that my intention that I'm setting at my front door is that only love, rose quartz, only love, light, and well-being is allowed in my space. The light is the selenite, and that's also protection and clearing. And then that amethyst is to transform and transmute any kind of negative situation that might arise, but also to maintain a sense of spiritual alignment, us living a spiritually focused life with the amethyst there. So that combination of rose quartz, of selenite, and amethyst at the front door is very nice. So set your intention when you place gemstones throughout your home. And here's an example that is literally excerpted. It's a photo out of my book of how you can create a grid for love and well-being. So while you observe that on your screen, or if you have my book, many of you that watch my YouTube channel or attend my Zoom and Facebook Lives probably have a copy of my book. And if you do, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And if not, you might want to get yourself one because it is a good book, not just about gemstones, because it's about helping you focus on your spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical body using various colors and gemstones. So while you're looking at that, let's say you wanted to create the vibe of attracting a significant other into your life. And one of the first things that I think is important to do is to go ahead and make a list of what you do want in the relationship, what you do want as the qualities of that significant other. Now, when you're writing it, you might have a tendency to write what you don't want. So you have to be mindful while you're creating that list that you are using positives of what you want in that other person. Now, if you're not looking for a significant other and you are but wanting to attract friendships, you can do the same thing for good friendships, for cultivating good friendships. Now, if it's a romantic situation, you probably at some point might want them to live at your same house or stay over from time to time. So, one of the things that you can also do is clear the clutter in your space, make room in your physical space as well as making room in your physical life for them to be in your life. So before I finally, took me many years to attracted Vincent, my sweetheart, my husband, I did empty drawers, literally, and that's hard because I have a lot of stuff. I had empty drawers so that there was this place for him to put his stuff. I made space in my closet. I got rid of stuff in my closet so that there was a gaping hole in my closet. I cleaned up my extra room that I have, which is now the man cave and is not as neat as I'd like it, but I cleaned it up so it could become the man cave because that's what I wanted. That doesn't mean you should do that. I'm just giving you an example. And all these things are vibrationally sending a message and putting that vibe out there. So that's just a few ideas on if you're watching this with the intention that you want to create um, a space for your significant other. Whoopsie, I tapped too hard. So here is a more on rose quartz. I wanted to show you that you could utilize, if you wanted to, one of the rose quartz cards from my deck, the Angels and Gemstone Guardians cards. And as you can see here, this is associated with the Angel of Loving Relationships, which you will also read if you wanted to in the Essential Guide to Everyday Angels, one of my other books. So the question you can ask yourself, are you ready for a new relationship? Do you wish to improve a relationship you are in? So it could be either of those two things or both, right? It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be that you want to improve a relationship, but maybe you also want to have a new relationship and it could be romantic and it doesn't have to be romantic. So to keep that in mind as we're talking about this. So first, if it's romantic, begin by romancing yourself. You're worthy. And you were worthy of a deep, fulfilling relationship. So maybe tap into and check in with yourself to see if you feel like and believe that you are worthy. Love yourself as you wish to be loved. Cultivate your friendships and be open to romance. So, the angel of loving relationships affirmation is I love myself and enjoy my own company. I'm grateful for my friends and other people of importance to me, and I enjoy spending time with them. My heart is open. I encourage romance in my life. So, using affirmations is, I think, extremely powerful. I have found that it's made my life so much better. And sometimes we need to stop and also grieve and release your past. We need to let go of things that just really maybe hurt you. You might be missing someone because they passed away. You might be missing someone because you had to end the relationship or they had to end the relationship. And sometimes that can hold us back because we're still having not just grief, but grievances because of situations that arose in that relationship. So I like to look at citrine, which is a solar plexus gemstone. It's to work with citrine to help you recognize and embrace your magnificence. Remember that you are special and that you deserve to be loved. You deserve love. And that's very important to remember uh, in whether it's platonic love or romantic love, and of course, self love. So, da 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 da, sneak peek. It's a tiny little sneak peek. This is from my new deck that's coming out in November. I'm not going to show you too many cards from this because it's not published yet, but you guys are getting a special little tiny preview. There's one other card in this presentation. So, my new deck coming out on November 22nd, 11/22/22. Essential Oils and Gemstone Guardians cards, and it's coming with a really great booklet. The booklet is very good, even if I must say so myself. So it comes with the book, and it is color coded in different categories. And this is from the love, friendship, and romance category of the card deck. And this is rose quartz with geranium as the matching essential oil, and matching on a vibrational level. So you can invite angels and guardians of protection around you with rose quartz. You can use rose quartz to deter jealousy and negative forces. These are intentions. You can focus on solutions and cooperation. Sometimes we get caught up on what isn't working and we forget to focus on solutions to how can we resolve certain situations and how can we be more cooperative. And when we're more cooperative, then things get better. Restore blessings, love, and joy and love, and rebalance, restore, and heal. So geranium is a good essential oil to bring that into balance, to bring you into balance, and affirm my body is in a constant state of restoration and healing. I find balance in my life through play, work, rest, exercise, and laughter. I am protected. I am blessed with unconditional love in my life. Now, this is from the Crystal Intentions Oracle, and I'm using these cards because it brings the point home. And so rather than try to recreate the wheel, I've already created so many things that can help you stay focused on what it is that you want to draw into your life. So I attract romance filled with divine love. So that's something I recommend, is to have a spiritually aligned relationship. And of course, to have a healthy sex life. So ruby and fuchsite is a gemstone you can work with, carry, keep nearby to help you with that. And then the intentions, sexual and sensual vibrancy, increase passion for life and in relationships, attract a spiritually aligned romance, love, and your soulmate. And some essential oil sprays you can use. Of course, I have to bring up my blends. I hope you don't mind, but Archangel Chamuel spray, the angel of relationships, and Archangel Jophiel spray, the angel of romance. So you can also call on these angels without my sprays. I'm just bringing this up because this is an option. This is another way to add the olfactory nerve to your sense of smell through the limbic system of your brain to attract what it is that you desire. So you would when if you decided to use the sprays, you would just spray that around you and form your intention. Otherwise, you just call on Archangel Jophiel, call on Archangel Chamuel, and tell them what is it that you want. How do you want them to help you? And of course, patchouli is another essential oil that is beneficial for love and romance. Now, watermelon tourmaline. This is such a beautiful stone. It's a pricey rock. This is a rock that costs a decent amount of money, but it is quite beautiful, and it's a tourmaline that's green on the outside with pink in the center, just like watermelon. And I have seen it also where it's pink on the outside and green on the inside, which is very cool too. So this is a stone that, even if you just use the card or use this PowerPoint presentation, you go back and watch this on YouTube later on, or he right on the Facebook page, on the Crystal Garden Facebook page, and stare at that and form your intention. As you stare at the gemstone, open your heart to love, feel unconditional love and support. Bridge the spiritual connection between heaven and earth, and, if you wish, increase romance. My heart is open to giving and receiving love. I transform the world around me by focusing on divine love. That is true. If you can transform the world around you by focusing on divine love. Very powerful. With or without the gemstone too, Just saying. Now, pink calcite is such a soothing, calming vibration. And some of these actual gems are on the show tonight for those of you that are going to watch the Facebook Live Shop the Crystal Garden from Home event that starts at 6:30. Um, so pink calcite is good for um, like a soft cotton candy kind of vibration. In fact, here's my book. Let me open this up. The pink calcite stone. I am love, sweet love. I'm going to read a little bit out of my book to you. How do you like that? On a spiritual level, the soothing cotton candy shade of pink calcite helps you align with the Divine Mother, the highest form of motherly love. The Divine Feminine is within everyone, regardless of gender. Use this stone to connect with Kuan Yin, Mother Mary, Isis, or any other highly regarded spiritual icon of feminine wisdom and truth. Pink calcite on the mental level activates loving thoughts. It transforms less ideal mental musings into thoughts of self-love, thereby increasing your ability to love and receive love from others. Well, I could keep on reading from my book. This is the Essential Guide to Crystals, Minerals, and Stones, but that gives you an idea of the vibe of pink calcite. And you could also work with essential oil blends or sprays. You can create your own. But just so you know, of course, I have a chakra spray line. And so the heart chakra spray is for divine love and compassion. And you can use that synergistic, blend to activate your fourth chakra, and imagine and visualize green and pink light radiating from the center of your chest. And then the love spray, man, this has become so popular, very popular. So spray love around you and your space and bring more love into your life. It's a very, very good scent, and you can breathe love into your consciousness. Now, here's another and the last sneak peek into the new gemstone deck. And this is from the category of happiness and self-confidence. And so I've matched up pink calcite with mandarin because I feel that it is important to have divine love in your life. And pink calcite, with the aid of mandarin, inhaling mandarin, well, you can have a mandarin orange. Don't drink the essential oil though, to help you. And here are the intentions: to establish a clear connection with your guardian angel for guidance and assistance. Pink calcite and mandarin attract uplifting positive energy, release fears and emotional upsets, calm yourself at bedtime to encourage sound sleep and pleasant dreams. In fact, mandarin is one of the essential oils that you can find in my blend, Sweet Dreams. So, mandarin affirmations: spiritual helpers assist in all areas of my life. I feel safe. Guidance and inspiration from my angels and other spirit guides come to me regularly. I am blessed with nurturing vibrations wherever I go. You know, if you hold that intention, I'm blessed with nurturing vibrations wherever I go, you think that thought, and you go out into the world with that thought in your consciousness, you will, because you're vibrating at that rate. Your thought forms are broadcasting that belief system. So now this is pink calcite that's in the Gemstone Guardians in Your Soul Purpose deck, and I've matched up this with a stylist. So this deck has like different career paths or life paths, your different soul purposes. So, on the standpoint of self love, pink calcite can help you when you want to take care of yourself, when you want to bring more beauty or have more pleasure. So, do you have the knack for making yourself or others aesthetically pleasing? People are your canvas. I love that. People are your canvas. Bring pleasure by exploring unique paths to bring forth beauty. And so you can affirm, I embrace the beauty in all life. I have creative eye, bringing appealing styles to myself and others. I know how to give and receive care from myself and others. So that sums up pink calcite. I know how to give and receive care for myself and others. So I couldn't let the kunzite not be part of this presentation. So I took a little tiny snippet from my book, The Essential Guide to Crystals, Minerals, and Stones. And we do have some really pretty kunzite in stock at the Crystal Garden right now. So if you live in South Florida and you want to come by, just keep in mind to make an appointment on thecrystalgarden.com, because we are receiving guests by appointment. And come check out the kunzite we have in stock. It's really beautiful. So, kunzite is all about miracles and love, and allowing miracles in your life and allowing love in your life, but also about helping you remember to vibrate at the rate of love. And if you're vibrating at the rate of love, then you will attract love, because what we think and what we focus on creates our reality. So here's the affirmation: I am love. All that surrounds me and all that is attracted to me is love. I look within and love myself exactly as I am. I attract love, joy, and happiness into my life. I am comforted. I am blessed. I am enthused, and I have an entourage of angels and spirit guides. So, kunzite also makes me think about having gratitude. And that's why that affirmation, um, I am blessed. So the more that we focus on all that we're grateful for, and I'm sure many of you already know this, so this is just a very good reminder. Daily gratitude practice. I mostly do mine on my drive from my home to my shop. Now I only have 8 or 11 minutes that it takes me to get from my house to my beautiful store, the Crystal Garden. But that's still 8 or 11 minutes that I am focused on things that I'm grateful for, the people, the places, the situations, and taking time to have gratitude for various customers and people that are my friends in my life and my family and various sources of income that flow easily into my life. You do the same, and you will find a significant shift in your life and your consciousness. Daily is really profound. I really recommend it. So, we don't want to forget about green aventurine. Green aventurine. There's a picture of the heart chakra, one heart chakra mandala for you, Anahata. Um, so green aventurine is the stone of good luck, good fortune, prosperity. It's known as the what's it call it? The shamrock of the gemstone kingdom. It's like the lucky vibe. I even created a spray called Good Luck, but you could use that too if you want. But green aventurine comes in various forms, and you can, in fact, use this gemstone. Whoopsie, I'm trying to close somebody have that put their camera on. Sorry, I got distracted here. Um, get that off the screen. You can use green aventurine for physical healing of your heart. Now, of course, you have to take care of yourself physically, taking good foods and taking care with nutrition. And of course, if you have a heart situation, you go to your cardiologist or doctor. But this is a really good stone for focusing on all that is good, all the blessings. It's much like jade, and you could use jade too. I mean, I could have put a lot more gemstones. I could have added a lot more gemstones to this presentation. But green aventurine is one that I highly recommend that you should have at least one piece at minimum in your collection. I don't like to shit on you, so I recommend that you have a green aventurine and have it as a good luck stone. It's also good for prosperity and abundance. And who doesn't want more of that? In fact, we have a green aventurine gemstone in our cash drawer here at the Crystal Garden that I've had in there since I opened over 33 years ago. So we're still here. So I don't know, maybe a combination of a lot of things that made that work. So green aventurine, good luck, good fortune, and prosperity, and heart-centered focus. Well, I want to thank you so much for being here with me tonight. I love doing this and sharing and talking about crystals and gemstones and positive thought forms more than anything. And so I hope that you found some value and you found some goodness in this to help you with your life. So next week, starting at 5:45 on Tuesday, we will Eastern time, 5:45 Eastern time, we will meet again on Zoom, and the Zoom link is always on the crystalgarden.com calendar. So if you ever are looking for where's the Zoom link, I want to watch it by Zoom, just go to the crystalgarden.com and click on the calendar. And then if you ever want to watch a replay, or let's say you missed it and you want to watch it again, even, you can go to Margaret Ann Lembo, the YouTube channel, excuse me. You can go to youtube.com/Margaret Ann Lembo and subscribe if you want. And that way you'll have it right there as part of your YouTube experience. Next week, amulets, charms, and jujus. We'll have fun. Lots and lots of fun. Well, I want to thank you for being here with me. Margaret Ann Lembo signing off, wishing you blessings and love. May your days be filled with blessings and love, and may the angels light your path. Thank you so much for watching.